Hey, what's up, guys? This is Apollo Uchiha here, back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Naruto Was a Genius and Got Superpowers? And before continuing this movie, if you haven't leave a like, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without further ado, let's begin our story.
5 years after the Nine Tails attack on Konohagakure no Sato, it has been 5 years since that fateful night, the night that the Nine-Tailed Biju was freed from its prison and attacked Konoha. But the Yondem Hokage who died at the battle was able to save them by defeating the beast and sealing the beast into a born child. The third Hokage, his student Kakashi Hatake, knew the true heritage behind the child. Not even the council members knew of the child's heritage except for Hisashi Yuga, Tsunemi Inuzuka, and Akemichi Choza and Shikaku Nara. These were the only ones who knew about the heritage because they were present with the Hokage at the battlefield. They knew the boy was the son of Yondaime Hokage, their friend, and their other friend, Kushina Uzumaki, the star of their group. But other than them, none of the clan heads knew. And so were the story of the civilian council and elders. Once the said people brought this child in the council chambers, the council immediately demanded his execution. Once they knew he was a Jinchuriki, they called him an abomination, a monster in human skin that should be killed because the QB, quote-unquote, is weak in its human form now. We should finish what the Yondam started. But the Hokage and some of the council members were able to convince them that this child was just a jailer, not the captive that it holds, but they knew they were in their own right of judgments to kill the child, without knowing that the child didn't have any say in this, stupid fuckers. As the time went by, they started to torment the child, and soon his heritage was revealed. He was kicked out of the orphanage at the age of 3. He had to live in the streets for 1 year until the Hokage found him. He was located by Kakashi because he secretly visited the orphanage and not found Naruto. He informed the Hokage and he called for an Anbu search party. His loyal Anbu who were there at the night. Those Anbus were the ones who were nice to Naruto. Those were the Anbus that informed each and every one amongst the ninjas that Naruto was the son of Yondaime. The Sandem let it slide because he knew Naruto needed some allies in this village if he wants to survive. So the ninjas knew. Only until the Jonin ranks. The lower ones didn't know. So now we see Naruto at the age of 5 running away from a mob of villagers, classically, as he went inside the woods, where he went inside a cave to hide. The villagers followed behind, obviously, to end what the Yondam started. Naruto went inside and found, after traveling a lot deeper in the cave, that it was some sort of lab. What is this? I've never seen this before. I've been to this forest for like what? Tens of thousands of times, but I've never seen this before. Let's check this out. As Naruto started to walk towards the said laboratory, he found many of the things that he wished he never seen. There were dead animals there, and a lot of smell. As Naruto was seeing this, he heard a noise. He might have went inside this tunnel. Let's go and check this out. He saw the torches coming towards him. He was scared, but then he felt suddenly some sensation on his neck. A spider, some kind of weird spider that he hasn't even seen, bit him on his near neck shoulder as he tripped in pain and fell into a bluish liquid. And the lid closed. The mob checked the lab and went out to search for the quote-unquote demon. Unknown to them, Naruto was still there. In his point of view. Am I going to die? Just like this? No. I have to prove them wrong. I'm sorry, GT, Naruto said as he closed his eyes. But when he opened them, he found that he was looking towards a white ceiling. When his eyes fluttered open, he looked towards his left and saw the forceful smile on his GT's face. He was trying to hide his sorrow, his guilt, behind that forceful smile. How are you doing, Naruto-kun? I'm doing good, GT. I don't know what happened. One moment I was bitten by a spider and fell into that water. and the lid closed. Next thing, I'm here. Luckily for you, Naruto, I put a seal on your shoulder that whenever you are in trouble, the seal will send me your location and I will be there. And I was able to find you. And don't worry about the mob, they have been taken care of. Gigi, I feel weird. What do you mean, Naruto? As Naruto's eyes shot open towards the left corner of the door, his vision became so zoomed that he could see a fly getting hit by the ceiling as it did a backflip. Then he heard a noise 3 kilometers into the village side direction. Outside his window, a lady was yelling at a cat. He could see the cat as well. He was now scared. Gigi, what is wrong with me? What do you mean, Naruto? Calm down. There's something wrong with this boy. I have to look into this. Anbu, ask Kakashi Yasukage-sama. Go call for my personal physicianist immediately. I hope this is okay. Minato, please forgive me. Calm down, Naruto-kun. You have to be calm. It will be okay. I'll see to that. I promise. Okay, Gigi. I don't know what is happening. I can see and hear a lot clearly. What do you mean, Naruto-kun? He said after crotching an eyebrow up. You see, I can see that lady. What lady, Naruto-kun? There is no lady here. Naruto pointed towards the window. There? What do you mean, Naruto? There is no lady there. No one is outside at the moment. It's an hospital. No, in the market district. She's yelling at a cat who steals her fish. I can see them. His eyes shot open and hear them as well. What? It must be the strange liquid. I have to wait for the answers. As his physician arrived with Kakashi. What is it you want, Hiruzen? I want you to look at Naruto here. He then looked towards Naruto and nodded. Hi, you have to step outside. Oh, and, you have to also check for, he said in a whisper, a bloodline, please. His eyes widened. Yes, Hokage-sama. He said that. After the test was done, Naruto was asleep due to the sedative because he was freaking out due to his new sudden powers. As the report was prepared and he was present in the Hokage chamber, alongside him was Kakashi, and in the hiding were some of his personal Anbu guards. As the physicianist arrived. So, what is the report? Well, you'll be quite interesting in what I found. The boy can see clearly up to 5 kilometers in range. If trained properly, he can see further ahead. He can clearly hear them as well. He can sense a lot of danger coming from within a kilometer of range. His senses have been improved a lot. By a lot, I mean really, really a lot. Maybe even more sharper than Biju's as well. Sarutobi's pipe fell off of his mouth to the ground. What? Is it because of the liquid? No. Well, I studied that it was a radioactive spider that Orochimaru tested on. The spider should have been killed when we raided the lab, but one of them survived, and it bit Naruto. Well, now that was the reaction of the spider. Usually the victim must have died, but Naruto, being the Jinchurikin Uzumaki, he was able to survive and gain these powers. And other than that, everything is okay, I hope, said Sarutobi. Well, there is also an interesting thing. You see, when I was taking his body scan, I also scanned his organs, and when I got near the brain, I was quite surprised. You see, his brain is working a lot faster. His brain is developing a lot faster as well. What do you mean? Well, you see, Hokage-sama, normal humans or ninja's brain specifically works up to 6 to 8% of their full capacity. The genius, or we call as generational prodigies or geniuses like Itachi Uchiha Minato no Mikaze or Kakashi Hatake here, brains probably work up to 15% to 20%, but Naruto boy here, his brain was up to 50% and is going up. What do you mean? Is that a good thing or bad thing? Yes, it is a good thing in a way and a bad thing. What do you mean? It's a good thing because he is going to be a lot smarter, sharper, and due to his senses increased, a lot stealthier as well, and powerful. But what scares me is that what if his brain reaches 100%? He will be able to unlock the secrets we humans don't even know. He might be the first ever human in our elemental nation history to achieve 100% of brain capacity. I am quite intrigued by this. We have to study him further. No, you have to keep this a secret. But Hokage-sama, I will allow you to check on Naruto and his progress. If you want to study him, then you can make your hypothesis on that. And that's all. You're not going to cut him open or say, no, 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 you got me wrong, Hokage-sama. I just want to monitor his training, that's all. What are you proposing here? Hokage said, as Kakashi was silent and intrigued by learning this as well. I just mean to say that the boy might be finding out a lot of his secrets that you have kept from him on his own, because his brain is already at 50% of capacity. He's a lot stronger, smarter already. If it reaches 100, he will be able to learn what he sees without the help of Sharingan. And he might even be able to create a lot of more jutsus than you ever thought. A lot more technology to help improve the village, save lives. And he might be able to find out his heritage even so. And that's the least of my worries here. As Saradabi was now in deep shock. You have to keep this a secret from the council. If they find this out, they are going to do everything within their power to kill off Naruto or use him to his own gains. I don't want that to happen. Yes, Hokage-sama, your secret is safe with me. As after saying this, he left. He then called out for his trusted Shinobi Council members, which were none other than Hisashi Yuga. Yes, Hisashi is alive. And Shikaku Choza and Tsunmi. As they arrived, Inoichi arrived with them as well, because he figured it out as well. What a late poke. And once the Shinobi side of council members arrived, Risen then began. Well, I called you here to inform you that something happened to Naruto. Did the mob beat him again, Hokage-sama? Said Hisashi. He was getting tired of this treatment towards the child of his friend. He was so damn pissed at the civilian council that he wanted to use his Junket style and kite those bitches away into the air. But he couldn't. He had to keep the head high as the Yuga clan head and represent them in the council. And so was the reason for everyone else. That papa has suffered enough, Hokage-sama. We have to do something about it. Or you might force us to take these matters in our own hand. You have let the civilian council go far ahead of their own powers and gain more power than you. I know, Tsunami. I really regret that. When we were busy fighting and protecting their asses, they were here, gaining in more power. Greedy bastards. That's what they are, nothing more, Choda said. So, what is this about? Inoichi said. What a drag. Something happened to Naruto, I heard, from one of the Anbos. It ain't looking good, he said, informing Inoichi and others as well, as they all had grim expressions on their faces. They were intrigued at how these sick bastards who claimed to have will of fire could do some gruesome things to a 5-year-old child. They should be named as child assaulters and pedophiles and put to that already. What happened, Hokage-sama? Hisashi asked, controlling his anger. Well, Naruto was being chased, and he stumbled upon one of the Orochimaru's labs. All of them's eyes widened, then narrowed. Did he encounter some, No. Well, technically no, he didn't encounter Orochimaru or his pets, but he encountered one of his creations. Actually two. He was bit by one of his radioactive spiders, and then fell into a liquid that his body absorbed, or the liquid forcefully was absorbed into his body. What do you mean, Hokage-sama? Is he okay? Yes, he is, but something happened when that occurred. What? Shikaku asked. Naruto's senses increased, more sharper, more stronger. His brain power is up to 50%. He can use 50% of his brain. What? Inoichi stood up. That's impossible. We normal humans can use up to 5%. Only prodigies are up to 15% or 10% at max. This is impossible to use brain up to 50%. And you didn't let me finish. His brain power is going up due to my personal physician hypothesis, and he will be the first human in the ninja history to be achieving the brain capacity of 100%. If that happens, you know what will going to be happening, right? He will be able to create more jutsus. He will be able to create more than what we have seen. He will be able to figure out the secrets behind life that we haven't seen. He will be able to develop a lot of technology and other stuff. He's destined for greatness, as his father and mother said at the time of their death, believing in their son to be the rightful Jinchuriki for holding the QB at bay. Yes, but isn't that quite dangerous? What do you mean, Inuichi? Said Tsunmi. Do you mean the pup is dangerous now just because he was being attacked by the mob and he tried to save himself and fell accidentally? No, you got me wrong. I mean to say that it's dangerous for him. What do you mean? Said Hokage. Well, if he isn't taught how to use his brain capacity or how to use his powers, he might be, he might fall into the wrong hands and be used and molded into a weapon. As persons like Danzo and Council, we have to save him from them. So what do you guys propose? That is why I summoned you here. Well, Hokage-sama, we would like him to train in all of our taijutsu styles and some of our ninjutsu styles, but we will also like the boy to have his mother's side of heritage revealed to him. Why do you propose this, Shikaku? What a drag this is to explain these things. I just wanna go home and watch clouds. Anyways, here's my case. Well, you see, the kid's going to be a genius, so why not make him a Fuinjutsu master? Well, Konoha is running low on Fuinjutsu master, plus the kid is an Uzumaki from his mother's side, so yeah, he'll be prodigy naturally in Fuinjutsu. Think about it. I mean, he can create a lot of more seals. Maybe he might even be able to revive the dead people. Who knows? All of them looked at him like he grew a second hand. What? I just made my hypothesis, that's all. Is Kizzy going to be a genius or something like that? You might be true, Shikaku. You might be true. Well, all in favor to train Naruto from now on. Say aye. All of them said aye. Well, the motion is passed and kept to be secret, and Naruto is to be banished from the eyes of the public until he is to be age of canon. Your children can interact with him, but only when he has free time. I still want him to have a normal childhood somewhat, or what's left of it. He said in a saddened tone, as all of them had saddened look. Inuichi began. Sometimes I wonder, what if Naruto and Kushina came back to life and saw what is going on and happening to their child? I'm pretty damn sure they're going to whoop their asses. All of them chuckled a hollow laugh. Yeah, but it will be something to see them alive, wouldn't it? Yep, that it will. That it will, indeed. On the other side of Naruto, as Naruto was put into sleep due to sedative, he woke up in his mindscape. What? Where am I? A sewer? Well, one moment, Gigi leaves me alone in the hospital room. Next moment, I woke up in a sewer. Wow, talk about compassion of these people. What a bunch of retards. Naruto said he got up and walked towards the direction. As he got near, he saw a large cage. What is this? Cage? Seal. Then he remembered. Demon. You're a demon. A demon that attacked Konoha 5 years ago was Kyuubi no Kitsune. That almost destroyed Konoha, and they call me a demon. As two red eyes shot open, as he gasped, Kyuubi no Kitsune. Now it makes sense. You are sealed inside of me, and you were defeated by Yonda, meaning he was the one who sealed it inside of me. I see. Now where this is going. Meaning I was your jailer all along, and those people, those dumb idiots, thought that I was you. What a dumb idiots. Now I know that I'm not a demon at least. Wow, kid, you were able to figure out everything. And here I thought that I might try to tell you and explain it to you. You're quite calm after I talk to you like that. You're not the mindless demon that every person out there talks about you like that, aren't you? Naruto said as his eyes were squinted. You're getting smarter by the minute, kid. And I really like that. Yes, I am a Biju, a sentient being of chakra. I'm not a mindless animal or beast these people call me, nor am I a demon. I'm a peaceful animal, a biju that lives in isolation, but I was brought here none other than by your first Hokage Hashirama Senju, who brought you all here and then distributed your siblings, the other bijus, towards the other villages in hopes of achieving peace, but it turned on him. How do you know this? Kurama asked him. I honestly don't know. Might have read in some book or something. But what I do know is that you were all brought here without your consent, and by my ancestor, nonetheless. And yeah, I'm going to compensate and apologize on their behalf, not set in a buying position. How are you planning to compensate and apology accepted? Well, I'm going to find a way to free you all. Kid, you know that if I'm extracted from you or freed from you, you are going to die in process. Well, that's the thing. I just have to make a possible solution so that I won't die and you all free. That is quite possible. Never in a million years I have thought a human would do this for us. Well, I might be the first one. Hey, you never know. There might be others like me out there that are nice and think of you as sentient beings, not as mindless bijus or creatures. Those are none other than Jinchurikis who can talk to us. Well, there are people, at least 8 of them more. You know what, kid? I like you. Name's Naruto, by the way. Yeah, no, kid, I am living in your mind. So this is my mindscape. I was thinking it was a sewer. Well, it presents your mind and mental state. It might be bad because of those attacks and me being alone. Heck, I don't even know my parents. Wait, the Yondam sealed you inside of me when I was born, and Yondam had blue eyes and blonde hair and tan skin. I have blue eyes, tan skin and blonde hair. Oh my god. Naruto sat as he fall on his butt in the water. I'm his child. I'm his son. What do you know, kid? You figured it out already by yourself, and here I thought I might tell you this as a surprise. So, have you figured out about your mother? Well, to be honest, no. How about this, kid? There is chakra impression of them living inside in the seal. If you break the seal or try to open it, they will appear. This might be interesting. You know what? I'm gonna try that. I'm going to trust you on this one, right? Yeah, whatever, kid. Be my guest. As Naruto was helped by Kurama to rip out the seal, as the seal started to rip, a figure appeared and stopped Naruto by grabbing his hand. What are you doing here, Naruto? You're still here early. Wow, Dad, he really did appear early. Dad, I guess Hiruzen told you. No, I just figured it out myself. With the help of Kurama over here. Kurama? You mean the Nine Tails? He said with the narrowed eyes. Yes. Naruto, you know that he's evil. No, Dad, he's not. What do you mean, Naruto? He's evil. Minato, you are stupid. At least your son is somewhat genius, and you know I can hear you. Have some consent for the person you're talking about, and in front of their face, we do have feelings. You pathetic excuse of flashback. See, he's evil. Well, you called him a demon and all stuff, and mindless being. He's clearly more genius than all of us. He's a being who has lived for millions of years. Enough of that, Naruto. What are you doing here so early? I didn't know that Hiruzen will tell you this so early. Well, he didn't. I kind of woke up here. How? He said, having a dreadful feeling inside of him. Well, you see, Naruto began to tell him how his life went for 5 years and how he was being chased and what happened in the laboratory he encountered and how he woke up and now he's put to sleep with the help of sedatives because his Gigi didn't want him to freak him out. I see. I'm sorry, son. I didn't know. I'm so sorry for trusting these fools. Well, you don't have to worry about that, father. I already figured it out. Why you did that. Hokage and stuff, right? I'm sorry, Naruto. I let you down. You and your mother. Now we're talking about our mother. Who is she? Well, she also died. Well, once we were planning to seal you, he said, pointing towards Kurama, into Naruto over here. You know what happened? Yeah, he tried to hold me, kid, and I was still being controlled, and I got mad and tried to attack with my nail towards both of them. Both of them jumped in front of you to save you. And yeah, that's how they died. Plus, he used the Hakai Fuyin as well. I see. I have to think of a way to bring you back to life as well. Both of you. I have to figure out where are you buried first. But how do you propose to do that, Naruto? You know that it's against the natural law. You don't know anything about your kid, Minato. He's genius. A lot genius than you. Heck, even a lot genius than all of the other scum flashbacks out there that you call prodigies. I see. So how are you going to do this, Naruto? I don't know that, but once I start my ninja training, hopefully, I will be able to know what to do and how to do. Well, your mother's name was none other than Kushina Uzumaki. She was from Uchiha. As Minato began to tell the story of Kushina, how he saved her and how they met and how they got together and all, and how he became the fourth Hokage, and yeah, how the Kyuubi attack happened. I see, so you mean to say that it was Madara Uchiha who was behind the attack after all along. All these years, he was thought to be dead, but he was still alive. I have to take care of that, father. You don't have to worry about that. Now I know who to vent my anger out on. Naruto, you know revenge is petty. I'm not taking out revenge. I'm just serving him justice. Plus, he's after the Bijus over here, and he's clearly my first friend in 5 years that I made, thanks to you, nonetheless. Not that I blame you and all, but yeah, I'm going to protect him, obviously. Kid, I'm touched. Naruto, you don't know how strong he is. I will be able to find his weaknesses, father, and exploit them. You don't have to worry about that. And yeah, I'm going to find a way to bring you and mom back to life as well. And that's my ninja way, the Tepayo. You got your verbal take, Naruto. I'm proud of you, son. Minato said as he ruffled Naruto's hair. And I wanted to say this. He started to vanish. Wait, what is going on? Naruto said. It looks like my time is running out, Naruto. Well, let me finish, please. I wanted to say this for a long time. Me and your mother will always love you, and we're proud of you. And we feel very happy and honored and proud that you are our son. And I, as your father, am proud of you, son. Goodbye, Naruto. He said as he vanished, as Naruto shed some tears. Well, Naruto said, after wiping his tears away, looks like I know what to do now, Kurama. Yeah, kid. So what are you going to do? Well, first off, I have to make a key for this seal. He said now the lock was exposed. How so? Naruto examined the seal. Then he started to channel chakra, making hand shields and closing his eyes. His chakra erupted. It was thick blue color. Then he made some hand signs and said, Hakai Fuyin, release! He slammed his hand on the seal. The seal started to open, and the seal door flung open. How did you do that, kid? You are 5 years old. You haven't even unlocked your chakra yet you did in front of me within mere seconds. And not only that, you was able to replicate a key, a seal that your father made within 5 years of work. How is that possible? I don't know. I just did what I did. After finding its mechanism, I was able to create the seal and its remedy, a key. And now you're free. I have to do something about the mindscape. He closed his eyes and focused. It turned into a sky, and then white, empty void. Is this good enough? A little too bright for my taste, but yeah. How about this? He then turned it into a bright blue sky and forest of death, and a beautiful waterfall lake, a peaceful surrounding. All indeed. This is much better, kid. Much better indeed. Thanks. Well, it's your temporary home unless I find a way to free you permanently. Until then, yeah, you have to do what you got here. I'm not complaining, hey. Well, looks like your Kage has just arrived. You better wake up, kid. See ya, Kurama, Naruto said as Naruto opened his eyes. as he started to open his eyes in real world. Hello, Gigi. Hello, Naruto-kun. You see, I have to tell you something. I know, I just met him. His eyes widened. What do you mean? I met Kyuubi no Kitsune and the fourth Hokage as well. Well, I was quite intrigued to find that he was my father. Why didn't you tell me, Gigi? Naruto, well, he did defeated Eva by annihilating their army, so yeah, I guess he had a lot of enemies. I don't blame you, Gigi, but I'm hurt that you didn't trust me at all. Wow, his brain is really working fast and developing fast. It's quite scary indeed. So Naruto, what do you think of the Kyuubi? It's a peaceful Biju, and it was being manipulated by none other than Madara Uchiha, and my father confirmed it. And yeah, he's still alive, and I know who to put my hatred towards on. And yeah, I would like my heritage now, please. Naruto, I just freed the Kyuubi. After seeing his seal, I was able to unlock the seal. Naruto, are you out of your mind? No, GT, I'm not. You see, Madara wanted something with the Biju, mainly the Nine Tails. So, my guess is that he wants something to do with other Bijus as well. Meaning, he will be targeting them, soon or now. This is going to be a lot of trouble. What does he want with the 9 Bijus altogether? I have to do some research. Naruto! Yes, GD. Hiruzen yelled at Naruto, getting him out of his stupidity or his own thoughts. My boy, why did you free the Nine Tails? His name is Kurama, and he was being manipulated. You see, why don't you talk to himself? Naruto said as he made a hand seal, which caused Hiruzen to gasp as a shadow clone of Naruto appeared, as his whisker marks thickened, as his eyes turned blood red with slits. As the clone spoke, "Hello, Hiruzen, Sarutobi, Sandam Hokage of Konohagakure no Sato." Kyuubi, Hiruzen said as he narrowed his eyes. How dare you try to manipulate this child? I'm not manipulating him. Heck, he's even a genius. He figured out what you humans couldn't do in all your pathetic excuse of life span. He was able to figure out that we were peaceful beings who were living their own lives and brought here by none other than your sensei Hashirama Senju, and offered us trade towards the other villages for peace. And where did that bring? War. His ideology of peace was pathetic. By offering us, Bijus, really? Just because we existed? How do you think we came to be? We were there before you all were born. We have lived amongst humans. You humans have ideology that you come to hate those that you can't understand. And that's what happened to us. It sickens me to my deep core that you tried to hurt a 5-year-old child in the name of Will of Fire. If Hashirama was alive, he would have destroyed this village himself instead of Madara. Pathetic excuses of scumbags. All of you are. He said, causing them to flinch. Yes, them. There were envoys all around Hokage who flinched at hearing this. I was brought here without my consent. Alongside my siblings, we were living peacefully. Who started this all? You guys. We were peaceful. I was manipulated twice by that scumbag Madara for his own personal gains. Both times he made me destroy this village. Now that I think about it, I should have done that. Not that I care anymore. Plus, I think the kid is right. He wants something to do with the Bijus. If my guess is correct, he wants to revive the 10 Tails. What do you mean 10 Tails? Well, you see, he started to explain the Sage of Six Paths and the 10 Tails procedure, how they came to be, and yada yada yada. And yeah, after explanation, I see. If what you say is true, then yes, Uzumaki's, Senju's, Uchihas are the legacy of Hagoromo Otsutsuki, Sage of Six Paths, and the Yugas are legacy of Hamura Otsutsuki, the brother of the Sage of Six Paths, the guardian and the jailer of Their mother, Kage Atsutsuki, the rabbit goddess, in the moon. I see. So, what are you going to do now that you're free? I'm going to cooperate with Kid and gather all my siblings so that we can be free. But we'll kill Naruto and the Jinchuriki. You see, the Kid and I are going to develop a seal, or some possible way or solution to remedy that. You don't have to worry about people dying. It was because of your own mistakes that people have died in the past. You waged war amongst each other. It was your ideologies that clashed, not ours. We are peaceful beings and we would like our freedom to be returned to us. Is that too much to ask? I see. I, Hiruzen Sarutobi, on behalf of my predecessors, apologize to you, Yubi no Kitsune, for the injustice that was done to you by the leaders of these villages. Apology accepted, but don't make me regret this. Hi. And after that, he turned towards Naruto. Naruto-kun, now that you already figured it out, I guess I will give you your heritage, and I am here to inform you that I almost forgot about that. Me and the shinobi side of the council have decided that we are going to train you until your age of Genin. And yeah, we are going to make you harness your powers to the best of your capacities. Well, Gigi, what are you waiting for? Let's begin this training. But you just got up bad, Naruto. Take it easy, you know. You don't know how the kid can handle things. Aren't you going back to the seal? Here's an us. No, I guess I'll stay like this. And plus, my chakra is going to be used in this clone, and it will turn into like a humanoid form of my body. As Naruto's human ears disappeared, his hair turned orange and grew, covering his ears. As 2 fox ears appeared on his head, his whisker marks thickened as 9 tails in orange color erupted from his lower backbone. His nails turned black and sharp. His canines were no longer. Much better. I guess this is my body now. Thanks, Naruto. Hey, how come you look like me now? Well, I guess it was your clone that I took over. I guess so. Well, anyway, Gigi, I'm going to needing my home and the study of my father to start on my projects that I have in mind. And yeah, I'm going to harness my powers. Let's do this, Naruto. I hope you're ready for the hellish training that you're going to go through. Well, bring it on, Gigi. I can take whatever you throw at me, Naruto said. Now we're going to have a time skip of 7 years. Naruto was 12 years now. During the 7 years, Naruto has gained complete control over his powers. He was able to go invisible and discharge electric charges from his knuckles, as well as he can pretty much use his brain capacity and can look further into the clearing up to 5 kilometers, hear everything in that radius all around him. He can sense dangers from kilometers ahead. His sixth sense was so fast, his killer instinct was so clear, he could swipe and clean kill in one shot. He was improving at rapid speed, more rapid speed than the prodigies. He had created a lot of jutsus. He was able to create Rasen Shuriken at the age of 6, alongside other variants of Rasengan, like Water Bomb Rasengan and Nova Rasengan and Seals Rasengan, which had the seals on him of different various jutsus like lightning and other stuff. He was even able to make seals that was able to grant him the ability to use Kekkei such as the Wood Release. Much to the shock of all of the shinobi side of the council, he was even able to help improve Hyuga's visions and help them even look through their blind spots. And heck, he even became friends with their children, and Hinata was able to unlock and be the first Hyuga to ever achieve the evolution of the Byakugan, the Tensegan. It was permanent. It was always on. She had a white cloak surround her. She can shoot beams from her hand that can destroy planets, if not control. She was also training with Naruto. He was also able to meet with Lee and help him able to achieve chakra with the help of seals. He was also working on various projects such as seals that were allowing Bijus to be free from their bodies, and he was pretty much able to achieve it, but Kurama could be apart from Naruto only for 10 kilometers, and away from that Naruto might die because he felt weaker as Kurama got far. He was able to make a seal that let him be his own person. As for Kurama, he was his own. Naruto's chakra pools were even larger than 8 Tails Biju. By the time of 12, he was already a Master Jonin. Master Jonin because that was a new rank developed by the Dragon and Hiruzen, which was the third strongest in the village at the time. After the Hokage, Dragon Anbu, and him. It was him, the Master Jonin. He was even able to help other Jonin instructors in their techniques. He was able to help Kakashi in opening and closing of a Sharingan as a normal dojutsu, which helped him in storing a lot of his chakra pools back that were continuously being drained. As for Guy, he was able to help him to unlock the 8th gate without him going to a seizure to die. Guy was able to 8 gates now, and time went by. A lot of technology was also developed by him. He was able to create nanotech. He built a suit, a nanosuit that was able to protect him. He had a lot of nanomites in him, behind him in a container similar to that of Gaara. He could control them and use them just like sand release and dust release or particle release. It was his own Kekkei made through seals and technology. He was a 6th rank ninja at the time of 12. His friends were Shikamaru Nara, Akamichi Joji, Kiba Inuzuka, Hinata Yuga, who had a big time crush on Naruto, and Ino Yamanaka, who was also having a big time crush on Naruto. All of them had trained extensively and a lot, and together they were friends and close friends, and Hinata and Ino developed a rivalry somewhat, but later they came to agreement that they will share Naruto once they got old enough to marry him, because both of their parents informed them that Naruto was the last of both 2 clans, Namikaze and Uzumaki, so he had to marry 2 wives at least. So both of them agreed and come to agreement to share Naruto, much to his dismay. And Naruto even was able to send a satellite with seals up in space. It was a laser beam that can destroy a whole nation if he wanted to. He gave the button that powers the laser and coordinates setter to the Hokage and the Dragon Anbu. With the help of them and him, the laser can be operated at the same time. If either one of them is missing, the seal or the laser beam cannot be used. The blood of Hokage is required when the new Hokage is elected and the new dragon head is elected, and one of his clan member, hopefully in the future, is present to be used in future. If one of the person amongst them dies, it will already open a new socket for another person, authorized person of both of their likings, to put a blood in their stead and use the laser. Naruto was able to locate the other Bijus and Jinchurikis who were being mistreated, mainly from Iwa, Taki, and Kiri, and was able to convince them and their Bijus that they could be free, as they made their shadow clones, all of them, one each, and released their seals as Biju took over, and Naruto slapped seal both on Bijus and on the Jinchuriki. Now the Jinchuriki were free, and the Bijus cannot be sealed again, ever, in a human. They were free now. And as for Jinchurikis, those who couldn't return back to their villages, Naruto brought them in and adopted them into the clan. Yes, Naruto gained another wife in form of Fu. As the time went by, the Genin test came, but Naruto was already a Jonin, so he had to take a team, and guess what? Who he picked? He was given teams of his fiancés. Yes, it was official now. Naruto was going to marry Fu, Uzumaki, as well as Ino Yamanaka and Hinata Yuga. And this was the Genin team that was given to Naruto. And Naruto helped them train even further. All of them were at least at Chunin levels by the time they were ready for Chunin exams. They were done with D rank missions but didn't take any C rank mission outside the village because they were busy training under Naruto. Naruto was still developing more technology, more weapons, and more medical remedies to help in future. He was even able to contact Tsunade from a summon he got from his Gigi as monkey summon, which helped him to contact the slug summons and inform Tsunade to come back to Konoha. She was reluctant, but when she agreed, she met Naruto. And she hit it off. And yeah, Naruto made a bet to her and she lost quite immediately and had to come back and stay in the village as he won the bet. Tsunade and Naruto got close, and Tsunade was like a mother to Naruto once she figured out Naruto was a part of Uzumaki and Namikaze as well. And yeah, she was intrigued that Naruto was able to use Kake Genkai of her grandfather with the help of seals. Seals! When she saw Naruto doing experiments and what he had achieved, she was fascinated, and he also helped Naruto in achieving the medical and taking the medical facility to a whole new level, and she achieved it. They were able to now cure chakra cancer, which was uncurable, heart diseases, old age diseases. Heck, they even tested on Hiruzen. He was feeling 30 years younger in his present age now. All these headaches and internal pains were gone. He was like a 40-year-old man that he was 30 years ago. And as for the Akatsuki, he was able to locate them. And yeah, he was able to figure out why the Uchiha massacre happened as well. And he tried to contact Sasuke, and he did. And once he informed them, the civilian council was enraged by this. And yeah, that is why now we're at the present, where Naruto, at the age of 13, was standing in the center of the council chambers. The council, civilian, and the elders didn't know that Naruto knew of his heritage, nor did they know what he had achieved. All they knew that they had a master Jonin, and his identity was kept a secret, and they had no command over it. Hokage-sama, we are here to tell you that this boy manipulated our Uchiha-sama into thinking that it was us that caused the Uchiha massacre to happen, Kaoru said. I see. Naruto, what do you have to say into your defense? Well, it's obvious that it was them that wanted the Uchihas gone because they were thinking of coup d'etat. You lie! Uchihas weren't doing anything as such, said a civilian. Yeah? How do you know? How are you sure? Just because we were close to them. A ninja world. Always keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Remember that. Don't even know what hit them. Anyways, as for your answer, yeah, I figured it out already. I met Itachi, heck even, and yeah, I was able to extract some information from his brain with the help of my genin, Ino Yamanaka. Once I slapped a seal on his forehead so that he couldn't use his Kage Genkai, the Sharingan, to put any of us in genjutsus. And the whole truth was revealed, and we showed it to Sasuke. Yup, your pole is revealed. And Danzo, can you unwrap those bandages? We want to see the Sharingans wrapped in your arms. What do you mean? Do we have to do this? Classic anime style. Here it goes nothing. Naruto vanished in a yellow flash and appeared behind him as everyone gasped. Mainly the civilians and the elders. How? As he started to slash on his bandaged arm and revealed the Sharingan-filled arm on his right side, and on his left side of eye socket there was Sharingan. Danzo, how could you? And wanna know what those white cells are right there? Gaki, those are Hashirama Senju's cell, my grandfather's cells. Danzo, you have a lot to answer. Anbu, attack! Naruto vanished in a yellow flash again and arrived. That's weird, your base is empty. And then in came another clone of Naruto, but this one had 9 tails and orange hair and dark red eyes. Well, I took care of them, kid. They were getting on my nerve. And yeah. Hello, Danzo. How... We have met again. You were there at the night when the kid here was being born. And you were the one who gave instructions alongside the civilians and elders to that masked man where the Jinchuriki was being taken. You were the one who caused destruction. You people were the one behind all of those attacks. And you have a lot of bragging when you do all your deeds, Danzo. And your big tongue got you in trouble now. You mean to tell me it was him? And you lied to me, Kurama. You have to catch me first if you have to get answers. Danzo said he tried to run, but before he could, he was wrapped as two wooden logs erupted from the ground and held him in place. You are going to die here, Danzo. Naruto slapped in a yellow flash a seal on his forehead. You cannot use your Genkais anymore, Danzo. Moketan. Flaming spears, Naruto said as spikes appear of Moketan, and Naruto covered them with fire chakra as he stabbed through his body, killing him there. But how is this possible? He was the demon. You pathetic excuse of mortals. Can you see a difference between a kunai and a scroll? In our condition, I was the prisoner, and he was the jailer, but you thought of him as me, torturing him. I honestly want to finish what I started, but I don't have to use my breath on you pathetic excuse of scumbags. I have more things to worry about now. Yeah, they are not worth it. And for the record, I'm the son of Yondaime that you also worship in Kushina Uzumaki. Naruto said, earning more gas as they looked towards Hiruzen and the Shinobi Council and saw that they were smirking. Well, not only that, Naruto is the Master Jonin here. You see, when one of your assigned mobs were chasing him, he was able to have a little accident and unlock some powers beyond human capability. He was able to achieve human capability of 100% usage. He's quite smart, even smarter than your prodigies. That is why he is the Master Jonin, who have helped develop a lot of Konoha's technology for economic sector as well as for medical sector and agricultural sector, as well as a lot of S-rank jutsus and our own laser beam that is sent in space and help us destroy any village on our command. We are superior in each and every standing, but we are not mindless drones who are going to attack other villages just to show our superiority. If they push our buttons and it is our last resort, then yes. Other than that, no. Well, you see that? I'm the heir to the two clans. I see. Hokage-sama, said a pink-haired woman. Yes, obviously it was Sayaka Haruno, mother of Sakura Haruno, the annoying bitch, who was not able to become a ninja because, yeah, she was too fascinated with the Uchiha, who was now not emo anymore, and yeah, he was seeing a civilian girl as well, other than Sakura. I want my daughter to be in arranged marriage with him. Well, tough luck. I already have the spots filled with three of my fiancés, which are none other than Hinata Hyuga of the Hyuga clan, and Yamanaka of the Yamanaka clan, and Fu Uzumaki that I adopted into my clan. But you have no right to do that. You have no right to do that, council member. You are only assigned as a council member to help ease in paperwork, not to have any saying in the shinobi matters. This is clearly a clan matter. You have no saying in it. Or other side, you have to challenge me in a duel. Can you do that? And you have to fight for yourself if you want to interfere in clan decisions. I clearly you can't. So yeah, back the fuck off or I will kill you. Or heck, I even might let QB finish what you wanted to finish, right? No, please. We apologize. What a bunch of wimps. Well, I put them in their places, Gramps. And yeah, I have dates with the girls tonight. So yeah, I'll be arriving early there. See ya. Naruto said as he vanished in a yellow flash. What a bunch of wimps. Spineless cowards. Well, Hiruzen, looks like I'll be leaving. As QB disappeared in a red sunshine. Was that? No, it was his own way of disappearing. What a drag. And it almost never gets old meeting him. Yeah, I need a change of plans as well, said Choza Akamichi. And Naruto went on dates that night. On the other side, Gartsuki was quite terrified, as Zetsu was in that meeting, hidden, and Naruto wanted him purposely to listen to all his achievements. Oh my god, this is quite terrifying and at the same time intriguing. The kid knows art is an explosion, but this is way too much even for me. He can clearly wipe out a whole nation with one strike. As other voice said, yes, he can, but we have to stop him. Oh, how do you propose you can do that now? Said two voices. Clearly they don't understand, kid. How are you here? Well, it was my plan. Because I sensed you out, you idiot. Didn't you hear me? I had senses ability that I can sense danger within 5 kilometers of radius. And you were within my radius. So yeah, I could sense you. And thanks to you, I was able to track you down where your location was. So I will be taking you hostages and bringing you back to Konoha. And how do you propose to do that? Like this, Naruto snapped his fingers, and all of them fell to the ground. How is this possible? They said before passing out. The powers of the seal, bitch, Naruto said. Once they woke up, their chakra was permanently sealed off. All of their was. Nagato was tracked, and his chakra was too sealed off, alongside with Obito. He couldn't use his Kamui anymore. Zetsu? Well, for him, Naruto sent him to one of the Kaguya's dimensions that he was able to open. It was a dimension 8 million light years away from planet Earth. So yeah, good luck finding your way back to Earth now. It was trapped in a frozen dimension. As for the other Katsuki members, they were brought back to Konoha and sent to prison with permanent chakra seals on them. It was blood type of sealing which cannot be removed by any other person from whom it was written down, and which was Naruto. As for Jiraiya, Naruto when met him beat his ass because he was his godfather and it was his duty, and he kind of regretted it and apologized because he had to track down Orochimaru when he figured and saw that Orochimaru was already captured. And Naruto told him that it was him, and he confirmed it from his sensei. He was flabbergasted. And not only that, the Kosuke was already taken care of. So yeah, the only problem was that Kurama told him about how the Otsuzukis were out there as a clan. They might try to attack the Earth. As for that, Naruto had another idea. He launched 80 million drones in a rocket towards the space. This rocket that was sent to space was loaded with these drones that can destroy even half of the moon with a single blast, and there were millions of rockets. As they got into space, they were powered by sun's rays, and due to the chakra sealing being restored due to the sun heat energy that was received from sun, and protect Earth from all places and locate Otsuzukis. If they were seen within a million light years, they will be terminated permanently. So yeah, no karma, no nothing. And Ishiki and Momoshiki had no way to arrive on Earth. The Earth was secured in all ways. When once Naruto's heritage was revealed, the other villages ganged up to attack on Konoha, but luckily for them, they were met by iron giants. In case Naruto named them robots, and yeah, they pretty much kicked their asses back to their villages, and now they were terrified of Konoha even more, because Konoha just got a new upgrade, and they tried to copy it or replicate it, but they couldn't, no matter how hard they tried, because they didn't have a genius as Naruto. As for Orochimaru, his wish came true, only in return that he had to work under Naruto and stop doing his illegal experimentation. So Oto was also absorbed by Naruto alongside Uzashio, which was resurrected by Naruto as well, and taken as compound for his family. He also invented the railway tracks. So yeah, it was him and Uzumaki family who invented the railway tracks connecting within all of the Konohagakure no Sato for easy transportation and business. Wave also connected with it, and Gato was killed off swiftly with the help of Naruto, and Naruto was hailed as a hero of Wave as well. As for Suna, they were damn too terrified because what happened to Kiri, Iwa, and Kumo. So yeah, they never tried to betray Konoha, and they too were quite fascinated by Konoha and its upgrade. And yeah, once Gaara was elected as the new Kazekage after he was freed from his Biju and curse, because he was the only Jinchuriki that didn't come to Naruto and was accepted by his family once his father was presumed dead because of a heart attack. So yeah, he became the new 4th Kazekage and made a permanent alliance with Naruto as he was the 5th Hokage at the age of 15, the genius of the genius, and the strongest in the world. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I was just kind of thinking of the story when I was sleeping. Yeah, kind of creepy, I know, but it came to me. So yeah, I thought that I might just make it. And hope you like this one, and if you do, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing out. Peace.